Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment. A Nigerian military source has explained why they could not repel the terrorist Boko Haram attack on United Nations humanitarian facilities across Borno State, Nigeria, despite their heavy military presence. The military source said that their commander, who is a Fulani general by name General S.S. Tilawan, asked the soldiers to stay back rather than attack Boko Haram terrorists after the Fulani general had received some orders from the Fulani presidency not to attack the Boko Haram. You know, the Fulani presidency basically is the one sponsoring this terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria. They allowed this attack on the United Nations humanitarian facility across the north because the UN officials are tired of their bribe. They are no longer receiving bribes from the Fulani presidency to help their Fulanization and Islamization agenda. The United Nations officials have seen the truth being preached by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Radio Biafra, and they are now ready to toe the path of truth. But the Fulani Caliphate is ordering the attack on the UN facilities as a way to blackmailing and putting fear in the mind and heart of the UN officials in order to keep them to support the Fulani narrative. That's how they've been doing to all these other human rights organizations like Transparency International, Harewa. They have been looking for ways, to shut them down, and that is how Fulani does. And this is the same Fulani presidency, that is now begging the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol, to help them in their war against Biafrans. After the unknown angels liberated innocent Biafrans at Owerri prison, now the Fulanis are afraid. They now want to rearrest those innocent people because they're going to expose them. They're going to tell the whole world what the Fulani have been doing. And that is why they are so desperate. They want to get those Biafrans, the innocent ones they incarcerated. They want to get them back and lock them up. But God will never allow that to happen. My brothers and my sisters, that is why we have to follow our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because he is wise. He's a wise man. The UN officials, after they have seen the truth, they know that the fight that our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Inside Security are fighting are genuine cause. And that is why they are tired. The US too, yesterday they were tired. And they told the Nigerian government that they were not going to supply them ammunition and money to fight Biafrans. The Fulani Caliphate believes so much that violence is the only way that they can maintain the status quo in the zoo called Nigeria. The unity they always cry about, the one Nigeria they always shout about. They think they can hold it together through violence. They also believe that through violence, they can enslave the indigenous tribes in Biafra land and in Nigeria. Fulanis are not traditionally indigenous tribes in Nigeria, so they only believe in violence. And they believe that with violence, they can get away with whatever they want. And they believe that with violence, they can overrun other indigenous tribes and they can loot the treasury dry. And they don't do this alone. They use the Hausa people. But thank God, our leader have exposed the Hausa people through his preaching on Radio Biafra. The veil in their eyes is now off. They now see that the Fulanis are deceivers. They are master deceivers. They know how to deceive. They have used their violent tactics to take over the presidency. They did that against Jonathan and they removed him. They used the violence. They use violence to take over judiciary, just the same way they removed the Chief Justice of Nigeria, who is a Biafran. They removed him and they use violence. They use violence to take over legislator. That was how they removed Bukola Saraki. After they used him, and that one thinks he's a Fulani, they had to call him and let him know that, no, you are Yoruba. So they used violence to take over the legislator. They have used violence to take over the security services and forces in Nigeria. They have taken over custom. They have taken over immigration. They have taken over National Bureau for Statistics, which they use to deceive everyone that they are progressing. Whereas all the numbers that they are churning out, showing that they are improving, all those numbers are lie. All those statistics are lie. The country is down, is very, very down. They have used violence to take over NNPC, Nigerian Port Authority, even though that they do not have any waterways. Just to mention a few, they have used violence and bribery to compromise Nigerian media, labor union, and social critics. And that is why they do anyhow, they do anything, and the labor will not say anything, because the labor is being controlled by Fulani. The media is being controlled by Fulani. Social critics, they have used violence and bribery to shut them down. They have used bribery to make some international organizations and communities to do their biddings. But now they are broke because there is no more oil money. And they have turned Nigeria into Idi Amin's Uganda and printed over 60 billion naira to loot and share with their Biafran slave governors. No wonder the state governors in Biafra land, especially in the southeast, they are now playing the Fulani Caliphate transcript by forming one useless regional security outfit. During their security meeting in Owerri on Sunday today, that's in Imo State. And this new security outfit was developed and will be controlled by Fulani Meyetiala. These are the same governors in the southeast who never cared about the safety and security of Biafrans. They never cared. When the Fulani terrorist herdsmen and their Nigerian military and police were maiming, killing, kidnapping, and raping our daughters and mothers, harvesting our youth's organs, and destroying our farmland, none of them deemed it fit to raise or form a security outfit. But now that God has sent ESN, Eastern Security Network, and the unknown angels to help protect Biafra land from terrorist Fulani Janjaweed and their security forces, the Southeast governors are now panicking, and their masters, the Fulani Caliphate, are putting more pressure on them. The Southeast governors arranged with the Caliphate to bring in over 10,000 military personnel to massacre Biafrans and flush out Eastern Security Network. But that plan failed because they cannot fight the army of God. It's not possible. They invited the British military to help them in their war against Biafra, and that one also failed. They begged the United States government to supply them arms and money. That also failed. They threatened to massacre Biafrans living in the north. When their governor said they will kill all the Biafrans living in the north, the Zamfara state governor said so. They ordered the Fulani terrorist bandit to start killing, but that also failed. Now they want to use the divide and rule tactics to divide or to deceive the uninformed Biafrans to think that Eastern Security Network, IPOB, are their problems, and that the new security outfits being formed by the Southeast governors, and controlled by Fulani Meyetiala is the solution. That's the deception of the Fulanis. This will also fail because we are one more step into achieving Biafran freedom. And the Janjaweed, knows that. They know. So they are just doing all they can to stop this freedom, but it will not work for them. And all we see that the Fulani Caliphates and their cohort in Biafra lands are exhibiting are signs of panic and desperation. To confirm this, you can see that they have plunged the zoo called Nigeria into an unredeemable $90 billion debt from less than $20 billion that they inherited from the previous administration in 2015. They have looted the treasury dry and shipped all the money to Nigeri Republic, where they plan to settle when Biafran's freedom comes. That's where the Fulani plans to settle. So they have shipped all the looted money there. The Fulani Caliphate wants to punish Biafrans and other non-Fulani tribes because they are seeking secession. They want to be free and they don't want to be enslaved. And they want to make secession unattractive, because they know that if they pile so much debt on Nigeria, by the time there's secession, every independent nation coming out from the zoo called Nigeria will take part of those debts. So that has created panic, in some of the uninformed people, in some of the saboteurs, and that's the point they are using to deceive Biafrans. But that will not work. They want to make secession, freedom, unattractive. And that is why they are increasing the Nigerian debt portfolio by the day. And they are looting the treasury dry. But our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is wise. He is not falling to their wicked and deceitful plans. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that Biafrans, are smart people and are able to build a strong and reliable and viable country which is economically sound, financially sound, and sound in everything, because they did that after the 1967 to 70 Nigerian Civil War without the help of Nigeria or international community. After the war, the Biafrans, because of their smartness, because of their wiseness, they were able to build Biafran land without the support of Nigerian government, without a kobo, without a dollar from any international organization or community. They built they built Biafran land back to normal, better than what was destroyed during the Civil War. My brothers and my sisters, I want to encourage us. Let us support our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network, in this struggle for freedom for Biafra land. Because we have no other home, we have no other nation other than Biafra. Thank you for watching my video. Please watch out for the next, and bye-bye.